Hi everyone, today I'm going to share something very special with you, so stay tuned in for a few minutes. Today I'm going to speak about one of the main reasons why you keep having injuries. This applies to people with mostly non-contact injuries because contact sport is by nature a threat to injury. So applies for runners, cyclists, gym people, fitness people, everyone else out there. The reason why you keep having injuries is because of this. You set a very good goal in the first place, and that's fine. Set it as high as you want. Let's just put it as high as possible. With the goals, let's just say the goal is to run the marathon, run the half marathon, lose weight, get fit. With these goals, we also have expectations. And I'm going to put the expectations up there as well. These expectations could be to run a specific mileage every week to go and do the marathon, or to lose a specific amount of calories every week to lose this amount of weight. But you set your goal, you said this time I'm going to lose this amount of weight, or this time of the year I'm going to run this specific marathon. Fine. What you had forgotten to take into consideration is this. Your ability at that moment in time when you set the goal. It's fine to set the goal, but you have ignored your ability. Especially if you're coming from an injury, you don't know what stage your injury was in the first place, and you go again without considering your ability now. You might feel good, fine, but you haven't thought about previous injuries. You haven't thought about your posture, your body type, including your feet. Sometimes the way we stand from head to toes, well, most of the time, it really matters. Your own job, if you sit down too long, your posture changes. If you work in a manual job, then you're physical enough and some muscles get tighter than others. So you need to think about all these things in order to recognize your ability. But because we don't usually think about all these factors, we set our ability up there, too high. And that's mostly because most of us are really competitive as well. Either with ourselves or with the next door neighbor. We really want to go and just get better numbers. That's fine. But you haven't thought through A, previous injuries, B, your own posture, your body type, C, the job you do, D, even your family history, to have a think what kind of injuries your family is prone to. So you go and achieve your goal and you get injured again. Or you might get injured on the way to achieve your goal, on the way to losing weight, running the marathon. What happens then? All these move down. So your ability, because you're injured, goes down. So do your expectations. So do your goals. Because the next time your goals will be much lower because you're injured. And you might not even be in a mood to set a goal again because everything dropped. So what you need to do from now on, set your goal high enough, fine, set your expectations, but what you need to think about is your ability at that time that you set the goal. And this is very quickly. Why? If your goal is there and your ability is slightly lower, because it will always be. That's why you've got that goal, to increase your abilities as well. Now, if your ability is lower, but you recognize it, you can bridge that gap with the realistic expectations, and then the chances of getting injured will be lower. See you next time.